Greetings everyone, and great here of another Red 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the red allies, we have CryoLove. Spawn on top right side as the Cyan Soviets, we have Deonio. Deonio. I have no idea. My apologies. We do have, of course, power plant there. He's likely going to go for fast airfield now. Combat engineer deployed on the field. So he's going for 2 barracks there, which is going to be could be useful. Could charge forward from Molotovs to burn down his opponent. Air barracks has been pulled on the field, and the bear will spot this. The combat engineer does claim the oil derrick there. First Vindicator coming on the field is going to need to get a lot of work done. Hopefully its bomb splits are good. Does get one good bomb split there. And gets 3 kills there. Very good. Another Vindicator has been pulled on the field. Conscript's going just flooding the map. He did sell off on the barracks. Now it's going to be pushing forward for expansion. More Vindicators being poured out on the field. He's going to bring in 2 this time. Gotta be very careful with bomb splits. And there's a pair of flak troopers there. They do get inside the garrison. Very good. He will find not that one. And going straight for... Not sure what's going straight for. Let's take out the bear out at sea. May not be a circle, but that's one way to stop a sea bear attack. The conscripts do get inside this garrison. It's going to be very problematic to deal with. I'm not sure what the Vindicators are planning to do. You need 5 Vindicators to destroy out a ore collector. And it's going to take time to bomb down a reactor there. Very nice. Sells off this barracks and does go perhaps get this fully loaded up with some flak troopers. I know there's at least 4 in there. There probably is a 5th one. So the player has expanded down on the high ground. The allied player has expanded down south. Vindicator's coming for a bomb run now. Does reactive armor right there. Gets some good damage there. It's going to take out the refinery before it takes out the ore collector at the current rate. Vindicator pushes his way forward, trying to find a bomb run over here. Does get a bomb run off there without the reactive armor. Maybe move some more flak troopers to get inside some of these garrisons. This is not a half bad garrison. That's not half bad garrison. Those on the backside. But I have trouble getting some kills there. And does use an engineer to repair up the refinery. Very, very nice. And that's why he sold all those wall segments. Prospects are coming up to the expansion. Looks like the allied players are going to eye for more expansions. And Soviet MCV has packed on up. It's got some flak troopers being put on the field. One thing he could have done was deploy out a battle bunker here in a better spot there, then repair up the refinery. Indicator's coming for a bomb run. Knows the MCV's gone. Receive some flak bursts there to help dissuade him from being in that region. Reactive armor was good, but the refinery does receive a lot of abuse. Conscript does spot the expansion there, and did stall the expansion for a moment, forced out a multi-gun turret there. And now we do have this civilian structure starting to be laser locked down. Got a good number of flak troopers and bullfrogs here. I'm not sure what's inside the garrisons. I think it's mostly conscripts. There's those some bombs there on the ore collector. Doesn't finish it off there. May lose a Vindicator to the flak troops inside the garrison. Does fly over this one as well. We're seeing more flak fire. The bullfrogs could perhaps hit on the retreat path. Bullfrogs pushing way forward. They're getting hit by those javelin troops. Does get a great roar there. Vindicators. Somehow none of them went down there, but all these infantry units will be sliced apart. Does have a large number of conscripts there. Flak troops trying to eye for this garrison. Bullfrogs trying to stop these forces from moving on in. Rare does get a good roar there, but the follow-up dogs will kill it off. He's getting inside these, does not get inside of the bullfrogs in time. What he could have done was load them inside the bullfrogs and launch them away. And this entire force will be cleaned on up. Oil derrick will go in and go on down. And Blue's now pushing forward for some more bears. Looks like there's no flak troops inside these garrisons. Some of these dogs are starting to be gunned down. The bears do all go down. One javelin trooper remains. And looks like now he's just garrisoned with one conscript each. So not really that important garrisons at the moment. Javelin troop does go down there. We do have these hammer tanks advancing forward, as well as these Vindicators trying to eye for a bomb run. Dolphin screaming at the Tesla coil now. The ore collector has gone down. And now Science advancing forward a whole bunch of conscripts. Does crush the javelin troop there. Satellites running on in, trying to hit this armor facility. One of those hammer tanks do go down. They got a fresh terror drone in the mix as well. That may have been bombed as well. Good bomb runs there, hitting those hammer tanks. Takes out those hammer tanks as well. Do got a hammer tank on the high ground, putting some rounds into this wall segment. And now we've got the conscripts falling back. Peacekeeper signed for that garrison. There's always a conscript inside this one. Vindicators push away forward. There is expansion up north. No flak towers. Nothing for defense at the moment. Or for some walls there. This refinery has been repaired up. Fresh ore collector there as well. Now we've got some cryocopters hitting that garrison. Civilian structure has been frozen. Civilian structure has been destroyed. Now Bullfrogs and hammer tanks advancing forward, but this is not going to be all that great. There's just only one hammer tank there. Bullfrogs do get shrunken down. And these forces getting bleed on off, so he's sort of throwing away these forces. Those lose the terror drones. Does get an effect there onto that prospector force to destroy it. A lot of javelin troops inside those transports, though one of them is a little bit wounded. Vindicators pushing my forward. 3 of them are veteran. And that could have been actually killed on off. One Vindicator do go down. That was the unvetted one. There's looks like some flak troopers inside of these garrisons. And there's just too many javelin troops for these tanks to crush forward. One flak trooper is inside the garrison, and it will get gunned down. There's a flak tower here, but nothing to deal with all of these javelin troops. Cash bounty was activated. MCV's combining their region. It's going to save a lot of fire on the retreat. Does shrink down the MCV. Blows upside their time now. We got a good number of bears here. And we also got a V4. Stingers being pulled on the field. They can hit infantry quite reasonably well. The problem is, there's just too many javelin troops. And Vindicators. We do have Natasha on the field. Does find a direct hit there onto one of those javelin troops. And it's going to take time to clean up this garrison as well. Right as a great economy going, Cyan has one less refinery, but still has the oil barrack still alive. NCV now trying to re-expand. Red's now advancing forward with all these javelin troops and riptides. Black troopers inside this garrison will help hit these cryocopters, but nope, it's just outside of range. Instantly annihilates that these structures. Level 1 satellites raining on in. Find 2 kills there, not a lot. Natasha's trying to advance on forward. We got some bears here. Natasha needs to get inside that garrison. Does get inside the garrison, so it's like 4 flak troopers there and 1 Natasha. And Natasha needs to start hitting the infantry forces. But the thing is, Natasha's trying to glass some of these infantry units. Natasha does get gunned down there. Now we've got a Apocalypse tank here. The Apocalypse tank is nice, but there's probably just too many javelin troops, especially on the high ground. We've got a battle lab here. Right now, he could use like 5 sickles. Have 5 sickles just fleet jump in the middle of all these guys. Could do some good damage there. And with the cryocopters in the region, these Apocalypse tanks could be completely neutered. Oh, gotta make sure I don't get too close. Oh, got Desolator Strike coming on in. He's not paying attention to Desolator Strike. Let's get a roar there. Gonna get off some of these javelin troops to it. 4 javelin troops gets hit by the Desolator Strike, but still too many for them to defend against. We got a Dreadnought out on the field. Getting some good hits there onto the refinery. Vindicator's coming for a bombing run. Does nearly take it out. And its Orclifter will be taken out along with the Terradrome. Foxing's charging on forward. You got a Cryocopter, does get a shrink there.
Power must be preserved.
And the other one's trying to be frozen down now. The other one has been shrunken. A lot of shrink raised there. And this area is starting being cleaned on up. Foxing's has been shrunken. This one has regrown. And now it's trying to hit this power plant. Missiles in the air, so it will go down. But so does the Dreadnought. Goes now down to this expansion now. He's going. The javelin troops can pass. Just split up to order to secure up the bridgeheads. Of course, he does have this expansion re-expanded. Reptile's finding some damage there, but got Stingrays here. Does crush that unit. Does get a free Terradrome from it. Vindicator's trying to push on forward. Got this expansion here, providing some value. SAV receiving quite a bit of fire there. It is there for the MiGs. Does only take out one of the Vindicators for the time being. This MCV can back on off to this Crusher crane to get some repairs. I would say use that to save your money. He needs to keep the money. But it looks like I need to re-expand down over here. There's still 11,500 credits and 11,500 credits remaining. So both of them have a good amount of credits. And this expansion will go down shortly. Ore Collector will be killed off as well. But does get a crush there on one of those javelin troops before going down. Now we do got Twin Blades carrying some Stingrays, apparently. This Air Force is trying to push on forward. We got Parrot Barracks here, or boot camps, and as well as multi-gun turret. Riptide does spot these forces. Javelin troopers can quickly kill off these air forces as well. So we got the Pox tank in this region, and the MCV has expanded out now. He's going for an engineer to repair up the construction yard. It's a one MiG immediately. Engineer does get deployed on out and does get gunned down. MCV is now going to be focused on down. Desolator, dual Desolator airstrike. I think that's Delta. Does destroy the MCV as well. And the entire area just being annihilated. He probably has enough Riptides to actually launch a sizable assault over here. Yep, those Riptides need to just advance forward. Of course, we have caster vision, but it's not enough defense here. You can quickly focus down all this infrastructure. But now he loses the Apocalypse tank because it was not properly deployed on out. And does get the Bullfrog frozen down, and now the space is going down as well. This is Anna Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.